Beatify is a content streaming service that uses the blockchain to let fans contribute directly to their favorite musicians. And with me is Melissa B., who's a musician and a tech artist and a network engineer.
Yes.
That's amazing. Give me a little history of you and your background and what you're doing.
So a little history of me is basically I've been an artist. I started singing when I was 5 years old. But I basically became a professional by the time I was 14, and then I went to college, did all those sorts of things, became a network engineer, and then all of a sudden I started thinking to myself, how do I combine music and technology together as one? And all of a sudden I started doing all of that, and my fans started finding me, and here I am.
Yeah, no, actually makes a lot of sense because tech is kind of infiltrating everything, art and everything. So how did you find Beatify?
So I found Beatify because of a friend of mine, Dennis. He and I are mutual friends from the Grammys as Grammy members, and he told me about this platform. And after I did my research on it and I looked at it, I was like, why wouldn't I want to be a part of this? Like, me as an artist, just to give you an example, I made 1 million streams this year, well, last year, and on Spotify, and I literally made only $4,000.
Wow, I've heard similar stories.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable. So that's what drew you to Beatify.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to be on something like this? I actually got to see that my music, when it got played, I was being paid instantaneously. I mean, that changes the game for everything, especially for us as artists. I mean, we fight for our rights. And a lot of artists right now, they are truly feeling like they're not being heard. And they want a space and they want a place where their fans can find them and they're getting paid for their content.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about how hard it is to get 1 million streams. And then it's only $4,000.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it seems totally unfair.
That's why I have a day job.
Yes. No, I hear you. So what about the fair trade aspect? So how does that work? Why did that? Obviously, I know why it attracted you, but you feel very passionate about it.
I feel passionate about that because it's like if I'm getting paid a certain amount, everybody else around the world should be getting paid a certain amount. Why should it be where, like on, Spotify or any other platform, in the United States you get paid this much. If your song gets played here, it's going to get paid this much. That doesn't make sense to me. I feel like, in this decentralized world with cryptocurrency, this is definitely changing the game. And a lot of artists are starting to find out about Beatify, and they actually are interested in this. And they feel as though, wow, my music is being heard, people are hearing me, and also I'm getting paid for what's fair.
You can make a living.
Yes.
So talking about the future, how do you see music and technology evolving?
Wow, that's a good question. Well, with everything, Beatify changes the game, I think, because it's putting on the platform in terms of, in the future they're talking about doing NFTs, and I'm pretty sure you've been hearing about NFTs. That's different. That's changing the game. Then you have metaverse. Then you have people talking about that changing worlds, and there's a whole slew of things that people could do. And with the technology that Beatify is bringing, it's just mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, no, that's really interesting because I don't think some of the competitors are in that space yet.
No.
So you have a book as well.
Yes,
Tell me about that.
So I wrote a book a couple years back, 2 years back. It's called Digitally Independent. And I literally wrote this book because a lot of artists don't know how to start their own label digitally on their own. I was always in the studio with my engineer, Michael Ashby, who actually did Cardi B's Bodak Yellow. And we were in the studio one time, and this artist was like, oh, I'm going to put my song out, and it's going to be on SoundCloud. I said, that's not putting your song out. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, are you with Sound Exchange? Are you with BMI? Are you registering your song? How's your song? How are you going to get paid for your song? People don't even know this. Do you have an LLC? So I wrote a book, straight to the point.
No, that's a great idea because they're so focused on creating that they don't understand kind of all that business part of it.
Yeah, they don't understand that they're a brand.
Right.
They don't understand that you are the brand. You're selling yourself. Beyonce sells herself. She's a brand. You have to understand that. You are a business. And with this, just like this, in the crypto world, you're a business. So, yeah.
What's the book called, in case somebody wants
Digitally Independent.
Digitally Independent, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry if you said that.
That's okay.
You said it twice.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
So what do you have coming up?
So I have a song that's going to be coming out called Physical. It was actually produced by B. Howard. And that song is going to be coming out soon. And we're going to be releasing it exclusively on Beatify first.
Awesome.
And I'm going to have it on there for a whole month before I actually release it on the major distributions that I have. And I'm going to let people discover the song on Beatify first.
Okay. And then what other things do you have coming up?
Continue on doing a second edition of my book.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Great.
And I'm also going to be performing at Carnegie Hall in April 22nd, I think, of 2022.
Yeah. And how can people find you on all the socials?
They can find me at melissab.com.
Okay. Awesome. Just go there and
Yes.
listen to your music.
Very simple.
Beatify. Awesome. So great to meet you, Melissa.
Nice to meet you,
yeah,
too.
Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you.